Hello everyone, I am back with the second chapter of the book Magic Ballerina, A Surprise Visitor. The following day, Delphi lay on the sofa at home listening to the music of a ballet called Swan Lake and rested her ankle. The doctor she had seen at the hospital had told her that it was indeed a nasty sprain and confirmed that she couldn't dance on it for at least a couple of weeks. Delphi's eyes were red with crying. She did practiced so hard to be the bluebird over the last month and had been looking forward to it so much. It was so unfair that Suki was getting to dance the part instead of her. The more Delphi thought about it, the more she felt sure that Suki had knocked her over on purpose. It was just the kind of thing Suki would do. Thinking about it made fresh tears spring to her eyes. She blinked them away and tried to concentrate on the music. She knew the piece well. It was from a scene where the prince in the story was standing near an enchanted lake watching a group of swans dance for him, led by the swan princess. Delphi sighed. She desperately wanted to be up practicing and dancing, not lying on a sofa. She looked at the floor. Her red ballet shoes were there. If only they would glow and take her to Enchantia. She had been willing them to do just that, but nothing had happened yet. Everything must be quiet in Enchantia, thought Delphi. The shoes only took her to the magic land when the characters needed her help. Delphi didn't know whether to feel glad for her friends that everything must be okay or whether to wish something would go wrong so she could go and see them all. She leaned over and picked the shoes up. The beautiful music from Swan Lake swelled through the room. Delphi couldn't resist slipping the ballet shoes on. She sighed longingly. If only I could get up and dance, she thought. As she did up her ribbons, she heard the front doorbell. Delphi's mum answered it. There was the murmur of voices, and then Mrs. Durand called from the hall. Delphi, there is a friend here from your ballet class to see you, Suki. Suki? What was she doing calling round? Coming over to gloat probably, thought Delphi, her heart sinking. The last thing she felt like doing was seeing Suki. Then suddenly, amazingly enough, her feet started to tingle. The ballet shoes were sparkling and glowing. The tingling feeling whooshed through her body all the way from her toes to the top of her head, and the next minute she was spinning up into the air and twirling round in a rainbow of colors. Delphi landed with a bump and looked about, expecting to find herself in the theatre again, but this time she was standing beside a window in a large round bedroom that had a 4-poster bed and a white fluffy rug on the floor. Delphi, a beautiful girl with long brown hair, came hurrying over from the doorway, her hands outstretched in greeting. She was wearing a long pale blue dress and a silver tiara. Princess Aurelia? Delphi gasped. When she had last been to Enchantia, Delphi had managed to save Princess Aurelia from having to marry the evil King Rat. Aurelia hugged her. Oh, I'm so glad you have come, Delphi. I wished and wished the ballet shoes would bring you. I really need your help. Why? What's the matter? Delphi asked the princess, pushing all thoughts of home to the back of her mind. Is it King Rat again? Yes. Oh, Delphi, look, Aurelia pointed out of the window. Delphi turned round. What she saw made her stare. The beautiful palace courtyard below was full of animals and birds. Cats, dogs, horses, deer, goats, and birds of all different colors. The air was filled with the sound of squawking and whinnying, mewing and barking, bleating and hooting. What's happening? Why are there so many animals in the palace? Delphi asked in astonishment. They aren't animals, Aurelia said miserably. They are my parents' friends. King Rat has changed them all, perhaps forever. Thanks for watching. Chapter 2 ends here. Tomorrow I will upload the next chapter, which is very interesting.